So I woke up this morning, I'm digging the boogers out of my eyes, I'm cooking myself breakfast, not really. Brushing my teeth, getting a manicure by my slaves at home, not really. And I just happened to look at my phone, and the guys over at Kinda Not Funny are making a fool of themselves again. Now, this also reminded me that last week, what was supposed to be on the docket was we were supposed to be roasting Greg Miller after he made these pandering comments on Kinda Funny. And I just find it interesting that these guys, let me just say this, niggas, stay in your lane. Okay, this culture war stuff is not for you niggas. Okay, I understand you got a diverse audience, and that's great, and all that's great. But it would behoove you to stay out of this shit, because there's also a great amount of, as the election results just showed you, there's a great amount of people on the right side of this thing that thinks all this shit is some bullshit. Okay, and if you don't be careful, you're running your goddamn own mouth, Andy Cortez. You're going to lose a good portion of that audience. So first we're going to get into what Greg Miller had to say last week regarding diversity in games. We're just going to go with that first, and then we're going to get into what Cortez says. By the way, it's your boy Griff God here, Trez. Make sure y'all like the video and do all of that stuff. Check out the Squabble Shop. Consider becoming a channel member and all of that good stuff. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. Let me zoom in so y'all can see this, and let's see.
I was very happy when Tosh said that they are a they. I liked seeing them lean into that. So many of the Kinda Funny audience are non-binary or trans, and over the years, as that for some reason has had to become an issue on the grand scale of things, I have been so blessed to know you non-binary best friends, to know you trans best friends. In the same way, you know, I can think back to the first people I ever met in the LGBTQ community, right? And how impactful that was on me to have these conversations and have people help guide me in terms of how to help, what to do, how to be an ally. And so I feel like it's so depressing right now to see people struggle and not understand what's happening and demonize you. I hope that fiction like this on a mainstream AAA platform helps. I hope that, you know, movies and literature and everything else is able to give a window in to what this is. Shockingly, this isn't a big fucking deal to support someone I love when they want to go do something that has no effect on me but makes them feel better.
Okay.
I was very happy when Todd.
So obviously we played the whole video there.
Wide up.
Oops, wrong sound. We played the whole video there, and then we are going to break it down further. So there's a couple of things that he said that we got to break down. Something major at the end that we're going to address. So let's start again. Greg Miller is obviously pandering here. So let's go again.
Josh said that they are a they. I liked seeing them lean into that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. If anything, you're indifferent about it. You're lying. Okay. You're saying stuff for industry points. Okay. Nobody looked at this or heard that and say, oh, I heard them use the pronouns they. Outside of LGBTQ people, was like, oh yeah, cool points for that. You're doing it because of the industry that you're in, and you like to have the access that you have. See, I follow Greg Miller's career for quite some time. Greg Miller, while he's not a right-wing person, can be very based at times. I guarantee you, behind closed doors, Greg Miller is not like that. This nigga is pandering, okay? He's pandering. He recognizes the industry that he's in, and he's trying to get those points. Fuck out of here, you grifting piece of shit. I'm the grift god, yes, but you're the actual grifter.
So many of the Kinda Funny audience are non-binary.
Why the fuck you lying?
It's something really off about this. Oh, there's so many. How did 4% of the population suddenly become this big group? Are they like 50% now? No, because it's a grift, okay?
Or trans, and over the years, as that for some reason has had to become an issue.
Because it's some bullshit. Everybody knows it's some bullshit, and you can see by the election results that everybody believes it's some bullshit. I know that's only one part of the issue that people voted for Trump, but the simple fact of the matter is everybody believes this is some bullshit. Nobody believes that 3, 4, 5% of the population. Shit, hell, no, it was 3. Nobody believes that 3% of the population out of nowhere within a span of just less than a decade suddenly multiplied by what? Shit, 100 times and became like 30-40% of the population. It's fake, it's not real, and you motherfuckers in the industry pandering to it is the biggest lie in America. Let's keep going.
On the grand scale of things, I have been so blessed to know you, non-binary best friends, to know you, trans best friends, in the same way, you know, I can think.
Nigga, how many best friends you got? I refuse to believe that your actual best friends are non-binary, you fucking lying piece of shit. I refuse to believe that your best friends are actually trans people. This is a married man, by the way. So are you trying to convince me that you're bringing non-binary trans people around you and your wife? Who are you lying to? Nigga, get out of here.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
And if you do, you're a weirdo. You're a smooth weirdo.
Think back to the first people I ever met in the LGBTQ community, right? And how impactful that was on me to have these conversations and have people help guide me in terms of how to help.
You mean brainwashing? You mean like how they did you, how they was gonna do Gina Carano at Disney, where they forced your ass to sit down on a Zoom call or maybe an actual meeting with like 30 LGBTQ people and brainwash you with their experience?
What to do, how to be an ally. And so I feel like
an ally. What does being an ally have to do with kind of funny or kind of not funny at all, actually? What does that have to do with games? Nothing.
It's so depressing right now to see people struggle and not understand what's happening. And
we understand that it's fucking retarded. It makes no sense. And the simple fact of the matter is, at one point, we were all for live and let live. I don't understand it. I would never do it. But hey, it's your life. Do you? But now, see, now niggas like, not only did they go way too far, they crossed the line, but now they're trying to shove it down our throats using people like you. You know what I call you? A submissive ape. That's what you are. Okay? A submissive ape.
And demonize you. I hope that fiction like this,
they do need to be demonized. Tell them to stop wearing diapers, going out naked in the middle of the street in pride parades.
On a mainstream AAA platform helps. I hope that, you know, movies and
hold on, let me bring that back for you.
Everything else is apes. I hope that fiction like this on a mainstream AAA platform helps. I hope that, you know, movies and literature and everything else is able to give a window in to what this is.
Thank you, Greg Miller. Thank you. I'm going to clip this and put it on Twitter. Thank you for confirming everything we've already said. For you and all the weirdos in your industry who's been telling us, oh, it's a conspiracy theory. Oh, they're making it up. Oh, they're grifters. Oh, no, nigga, congratulations. You were the one who confirmed everything. Not that we ever needed it because we proved it time and time again. But thank you for confirming that. Thank you for confirming that they're putting this stuff in our fiction, in our games, in our movies to try to indoctrinate us. Newsflash, Greg, we don't fucking care. I don't care about your experience. I don't want to know your trans experience, your non-binary experience. I don't care. I want the game I signed up to play, the movie I signed up to watch, and the fiction I signed up to read. That's what I signed up for. And no, Tosh being in Dragon Age is a fucking disgusting brat. All she does is make sex jokes. All she does is be an asshole throughout the entire narrative. That's a great way to show us your trans experience. You fucking idiot. Now on to Andy Cortez. This idiot.
You fucking need DEI because you wouldn't have jobs if DEI didn't exist to complain about. You wouldn't be making money on YouTube if DEI didn't exist. So you're really the ones that need it. Unless your game has only white dudes. If you have a woman, she better be fucking hot.
Yeah.
You know, get an ugly woman out of my game. That lady better be super smoking hot.
Yeah.
That's the way they think, right? Back in the day, game development studios were primarily white dudes. And they didn't really think about diversity. And that's one thing, right? It was a lot rarer to find non-white dudes in game development. And as that changes, and as college and learning and all that stuff kind of becomes more ubiquitous and more available for everybody, more and more people from different walks of life want to get into game development.
Yeah.
And then what happens then?
They're making the characters the people that they know, the things that they see.
And it's
just like the white people did.
just like you put yourself into stories, right?
Yeah.
And I talked about that with Dragon Age Veilguard, how the game director, Corinne Bush, she's a trans woman. And sometimes in games, you just put in your own sort of experiences. And that's so natural to happen.
That's what art is.
It's nothing that's supposed to offend anybody. It's supposed to be, hey, fucking walk around and look around. The world has everybody. Your game's having it shouldn't stop you from playing.
So you heard the whole thing now. We're going to start from the beginning. We're going to break this down piece by piece. Because they really be, the funny thing is they really think they be saying something. That's the most hilarious part. They really think they're saying something profound. They really think, oh, we got you, chuds. Fucking idiots. Let's go, Andy Cortez.
You fucking need DEI because you wouldn't have jobs if DEI didn't exist to complain about. You wouldn't be making money on YouTube if DEI didn't exist. So
What kind of argument is this? What point are you trying to make? That I wouldn't as a YouTuber exist if not for DEI. Okay, I would be doing something else. What are you talking about? I would be literally doing something else. I would be talking contrary to what you may believe. Before this YouTube stuff, I was actually trying to be a filmmaker, an independent filmmaker. I also started a sports podcast. Now, those didn't work out, one, because making films are hard. It requires a team of people, not just yourself like this stuff does. And I still plan on doing it, just when I'm a little bit more established and got more time on my hands. I'm also a writer, but I decided to talk about this because it's something I can do right now. I'm sure as many other YouTubers who have talked about this stuff would be doing something else if it wasn't for. So what fucking argument you trying to make there? We just gonna speed past that. Cause like, this is the argument of a dumb nigga. A dumb nigga in front of a camera. Andy Cortez is a dumbass nigga. Even before all this DEI stuff, I followed him all the way back to 2013 when the Xbox and the PS4 came out. Andy Cortez is a dumb nigga, okay?
So you're really the ones that need it. Unless your game has only white dudes. If you have a woman, she better be fucking hot.
Yeah.
You know, get an ugly woman out of my game. That lady better be super smoking hot.
Yep.
This has been scientifically proven across all mediums. People are just more attracted to attractive people. Nobody wants to play as some fat slob, androgynous looking mother. I'm sorry. Does that upset you, Andy Cortez? Just cause you like seeing wobblers all up in your game, don't mean the rest of us do. Sorry. Does that make you upset that men actually like women? Which one is it, nigga? Do we hate women or do we like women? Sorry that I want to see an attractive woman in my freaking video game. The hell is your problem?
That's the way they think, right? Back in the day, game development studios were primarily white dudes, and they didn't really think about diversity. And
Because
that's
there was
one
no
thing,
reason
right?
to.
It was a lot rarer to
Funny how a team full of white dudes made San Andreas, but we're not going to talk about that, huh?
find non-white dudes in game development. And as that changes, and as college and learning and all that stuff kind of becomes more ubiquitous and more available for everybody, more and more people from different walks of life want to get into game development.
Yeah.
And then what happens then?
They're making the characters the people that they know, the things that they see.
First of all, that's a bold-faced lie, because why are all the studio teams full of white people? That's cap. Okay, that's cap. The simple fact of the matter is they're doing it for ESG points. There aren't that many black video game developers. I'm sorry, you can say whatever you want. There just isn't. Take it from a nigga. I know. Okay, they don't exist like that. Now, if you want to talk about your LGBTQ people, that's fine. You can make what you know all you want. But the election just told you, we don't give a fuck. Go and make your own IP. That's all you got to do. But see, what niggas like you fail to realize is when you make a game that's already an established IP and you decide that you want to come implement your political identity into it, okay, this shit gonna flop every time. Congratulations, Dragon Age flopped. I hope you're happy. And I just want to let y'all know that this is how we know that we're winning. I mean, we already knew we were winning. This was not even like a debate. There's no conversation to be had. If anything, y'all got to bring the conversation to us. We no longer need to talk to y'all. We've already established that gamers will stand up for what they believe in. Gamers will not spend money on your game if they don't believe in it. So it's up to y'all to come have a conversation with us. You can keep yelling from over there behind that mic if you want to, but we've already won. Assassin's Creed got delayed because of it. Dragon Age just flopped. BioWare and EA are silent. Concord flopped, even though DEI wasn't the sole reason that Concord flopped. Dustborn, embarrassed, okay? Flintlock Siege of Dawn, fart in the wind. Unknown 9, fart in the wind. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Embarrassing. All of the games that ignored the DEI stuff. Black Myth Wukong, 2 million concurrent players on one platform. Space Marine, what did they have? Like 300,000, something like that? Big hit. Helldivers, big hit. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Ghost of Tsushima re-released this year and had a bunch of people playing it. Monster Hunter, the beta had nearly 500,000 people playing it. That thing's going to destroy when it comes out. Kingdom Come Deliverance is going to destroy when it comes out. All of your games that push diversity, equity, and inclusion to the forefront flops. And you can lash out all you want to. Oh, the gamers of this. Congratulations. It won't be long. And keep in mind, don't think this election isn't going to have an effect on you. Keep in mind, Yeah, people like kind of not funny are not going to be affected by that. But for these people in these companies, they see where it's going. They see who just got elected. Shit finna start changing. See all these layoffs, right? Perhaps maybe the video game industry knew what was coming. And they're like, yeah, it's time to get y'all on up out of here. So we're going to see, Mr. Cortez. We're going to see how many more games got to flop, okay? How many more games have to flop before you realize we just don't want it? Oh, the world is diverse. I don't care. If I want to play a LGBTQ game, I'll go play it. If I want to play a black game, a Hispanic game, I'll go play it. But when you try to force it on me, oh, you're going to find out the hard way. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. As always, may the good be with you.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.